first. He looks really eager to not be picked, so I'm gonna do Ethan.
Wait, what?
Oh, this is the best phase. Hold on, I need to screen clip this.
You know what's good is that I totally forgot to switch back to our starting.
Damn it.
So it's in the clips.
His camera worked before I was able to get a screenshot.
Oh, it froze on you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
It was like him doing this fist.
Nice.
I don't know why I just like 7 o'clock hit and it was like nap time hit me with a fucking 2x4. I can't stop yawning.
Oh my god, you're gonna make the rest of us yawn.
It's gonna be the quickest episode of NAKE'd Pod yet.
That's it for
Alright,
this week,
and now-
guys.
These are the topics. Discuss it in the comments below. Peace. Bye.
All right, this week's producer is Keelan. Bow, 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 bow,
I have so many plants now. I'm so crazy.
You're a crazy plant lady now.
Yeah. It's
But I-
I'm totally gonna get you. I'm gonna make you a mug that says that. You
But
better
I
use
like-
it all the time.
But I like crazy plant lady Ethan.
Yeah, the jalapeno popper's legit.
Right? Fucking delicious. My chair finna find out soon.
He's our very own Poison Ivan.
When do you guys start watching?
Cucumber.
Aww.
Aw.
It's so tiny.
That's what she said.
Don't worry. Keelan will eat all of you. She'll take it
NJ, 11th month streak. NJ, you've been subscribed since the beginning, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm a founder.
all.
I can't believe we've already been streaming like for a year at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Flies
pretty
when you're having fun.
faux show.
And you know what? Our 2-year anniversary is coming up, guys.
Oh no.
How are we gonna celebrate?
We're gonna give. We're gonna have a fight.
Well,
There you go. We're gonna. What did we tell Lost Fables? It's gonna be the cage fight.
cage fight. Was it the cage fight? I don't fucking remember
Josh
anymore.
fight.
Josh fight.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, it was like the Josh fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have that as the 2-year anniversary.
Oh, I was gonna say we're gonna give each other a gift.
What's the status on the roast of Cage?
I told him he
Can
needs
I
to
say-
tell me. He needs to give me a few names. And I told him I'll set it all up. He just needs to give me a few names. 'Cause, you know, like, yeah, I mean, I could name like 5 people maybe.
Can I?
Who would host?
Not me.
Yeah, who would be the roast master? Because I want to be the announcer guy.
Ooh.
Probably like, I don't know. You gotta
I
get
think
somebody that doesn't really know him that well, so that it's funnier.
I thought it was someone who does know them that well.
No.
I was
it'd
gonna.
be the opposite.
Okay.
Yeah, their whole crew is pretty tight knit, so I'm sure he wouldn't have any problem coming up with a couple of names for a roast.
I thought it would be hilarious.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking awesome.
You guys should do a roast of all your previous Circle of Jerks guests. Like, not all of them, but like select ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that idea.
I don't think Alan could write a roast though. I think he would back it up with, "I'm just kidding."
Probably.
No, though.
No, I'd apologize. Knowing me, I'd apologize.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
My
I
Mr.
really
Nice
banged your
Guy.
mom. Hey.
Ew.
What do you
Don't tell NJ. I'm just kidding.
What?
So what are y'all drinking tonight?
Water.
Dihydrogen monoxide. Yeah.
You said it right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I had to think about that for a second. What are you drinking tonight?
A little ethylene.
Nice. Y'all ready?
Love Olivia.
Say what?
What?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this thing. Please, make sure your seats are in their upright position and your trays are locked into place. We are starting.
Me crazy, you, NJ. Me crazy, you, NJ.
Hey, no, I'm NJ.
They can't do. I'm trying to start the intro.
And I'm puzzled.
The
No,
topics we
this is
discussed
NJ.
are many.
Let's try that again, shall we?
The topics we discuss are many.
No story too bold to talk about.
Strictly our own opinions.
But they are opinions from people like you.
Welcome to the NAKE'd Podcast.
To not throw away my shot. What up, guys? It's Keelan.
I know. Hey, welcome to the podcast. Drink.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. It's your DM tech guy, Alan.
What's happening?
Hey guys, I heard there was an explosion at the cheese factory. There was a lot of debris. Hey, it's your girl NJ.
But seriously, our thoughts and prayers are with the families.
Yeah. I heard that the incident happened in Paris, France.
Yeah, but did you see the cheese burns from the molted cheese?
Oh no, man.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Curds.
The curd.
Wait, really a cheese explosion?
No.
Yeah.
Was it really? Mine was just a joke.
That escalated quickly.
Imagine
It
though.
really did.
In like Wisconsin or something.
Oh, no. We got
My
Did their
thoughts
hair
and-
explode?
Thoughts and prayers are with the family. You know who else wishes that they would cap people's thoughts and prayers instead everybody wants to see him burning on a pike? Andrew
My
Cuomo.
mom. Oh.
No, not your mom.
Yeah, not your mom.
Your mom's a nice lady.
She's cool. I met her.
Andrew Cuomo. So a lot has been happening. We covered this a couple weeks ago, but some updates. Actually, kind of take us back. So Andrew Cuomo right now is a subject of really hot debate. He's New York's governor, and he has several allegations of harassment and abuse by current and former employees of New York State. And he's also dealing with allegations based on his mishandling during the pandemic. So December 2020 is when the first allegations started. And then in March of this year, an impeachment investigation started. New news of this on August 3rd. They found that, of course, the inevitable. We all knew it. He was found to have sexually harassed these women, and they are starting impeachment hearings in September. So a lot has happened from this. Like people that are close to Cuomo are really trying to put their distance, and a lot of other people, like the president of the Human Rights Campaign, his name's Alfonso David, I think. He is being investigated by the Human Rights Campaign itself for his dealings with Cuomo because he was a former top aide, and maybe he had prior knowledge of these allegations against Cuomo. So Cuomo is big mad at this point. He has ready statements against the report that came out. He's spoken out already, made a speech. It's pretty pathetic. And that's pretty much it. His strategist resigned, and everybody's calling on him to, resign before he's impeached. So that's where we're at with Andrew Cuomo.
Honestly,
Even Biden actually said, yeah, he needs to resign, and Biden was one of his biggest supporters.
mhm, he was.
Yeah, I mean, you can support somebody, and then when they do something wrong, right? And it's like, dude, like you have to call them out, regardless of political affiliation. Like
Mhm.
what you did was wrong. It was gross. It was creepy, and now
He does
you
not
have
deserve to be in a position of power.
he absolutely doesn't. And the way that he's handling this right now is an abuse of power, in my opinion.
Yeah, nobody's above the law.
I mean,
no matter what side you're on.
the whole situation is like you could see that maybe 25% of the allegations were kind of a misunderstanding, right?
Mhm.
Because if you see even his video he posted, right? He's a
Yeah.
physically interactive person,
Hmm.
right? So we'll chalk it up to 25% were misread, right? Like, yeah, he might have kissed somebody on the forehead and they're like, that's sexual assault, right?
Mhm.
But some of the stuff that he's being accused of is actually like hardcore of so the one that was a state trooper, her her story was just like, wow, really creepy. Like, oh, he would run his hand down her back as they walked around. There's like, and what could she do where he physically made her uncomfortable, but she was a professional, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot of women go through that in their jobs.
I mean, a lot of men too, but again, at this point,
Right.
like we've decided to move to a culture where we say that this is not okay at all, no matter who you are, what sex you are. And I think that's what started by the Me Too movement. And it's just coming. I mean, he's getting his comeuppance finally.
Yeah, like Harvey Weinstein and now Andrew Cuomo.
Well,
So
Harvey's free now.
the first current employee that came forth, her name was McGarth. And I think this one she had said that he would just like call her beautiful all the time. And then he would say things like, oh, like if I was a single man, like you just don't say shit like that. It's not okay. It's not a boys will be boys attitude or locker room talk. It's just gross. Like, would you want somebody talking about your daughter like that?
No. Hell no.
Your
No, but would you
mom?
want?
Hell no.
But would you? I don't know. Like, it's a really weird area just for some guys to navigate right now, right? Because there is a changing of the way there's interaction, and women are more taking a more prominent workplace. But like, I know me and the guys at work talk to a way that me and the women at work could never talk, right? Like, you could walk up to a guy and say, hey, your ass is looking great today, and he would just be ecstatic, right?
Mhm.
I walk up to one of the women at work and say that, and it's creepy and weird, right?
I just
So,
don't think you should have license to make comments about anybody's body. Like it's not, it's weird.
but again, that comes down to like that specific item is completely different opinions, men and women, right? So the workplace needs to evolve to accommodate everybody. But again, there has to be some leeway for these guys or for guys in other aspects too.
I don't agree.
Well, I think
Well,
what's
you're wanting it all your
prominent
way, and
here-
you're not gonna give anything. I mean, like me and Alan alone say things back and forth to each other that me and you could never say. But
It's gonna
neither of us
depend-
are gonna be offended by those words.
it's going to depend
Sure.
a lot on the relationship you have with that coworker. Because in a normal workplace setting, you wouldn't be able to do that, even like guys in cubicles or something.
I'll
The
be
guys that
honest.
you work with, y'all have created a really strong bond, and y'all know that y'all are joking with each other,
It
right?
also it also
Right.
depends on the it also depends on the industry that you work in, because the way that Ethan and I speak sometimes, I could never say in any professional IT setting, or like any of the conversations that we've had. If I ever like if I ever spoke to a manager of mine in an IT setting the way that I speak to y'all, or to like in private, both official millennials and not, and to anyone else, like I'd be fired. So it really depends on the industry that you're in, but at the same time, it depends on your relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't get through a day without hearing a dick joke, right? And that's not coming from me. That's coming from one of the 10 guys I talk to throughout the day,
Mm-hmm.
right? But like I can give it, if a woman came in there and made a vag joke, everybody's gonna be like, right? Like, ew.
She do
It-
that?
yeah, it's just I don't know. It's the way a lot of things are treated and interpreted. And I don't I think moving forward, if women want to be integrated more into the guy's world of work and guys' jobs, that they got to have a little bit of leeway. Like, you can't get offended if you say "nice cock, bro." You know what I mean?
Hey, and you say a woman in your workplace. Say y'all had a woman who was on par with y'all, and she was out there working with y'all every day, and she had the same sense of humor that, you guys do, and she fit in really well. Would she then be able to do the vag joke without the disgust? Because she's making a joke about her genitals just as y'all would yours.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not saying they can't, right? But I'm just saying the way it would be received, right? It's the same thing that comes back to the difference between the way men perceive comedy and the way women perceive comedy, right? Like, they're totally different, and not every person is a Bo Burnham, right? But I don't know. Bill Barr. Are y'all huge Bill Barr fans?
I don't even know who that is.
Eh, right?
Yeah.
Uh, Ron Swanson. What's his real name?
Nick Offerman.
Nick
Nick
Offerman.
Nick
Offerman.
Offerman.
I went to watch his stand up years and years ago, 2014, 2015 on Netflix, and I was blown away. And not in a good way about his jokes, because I love him, on Parks and Rec, but his stand up was just so different from what I was expecting, and something that I hadn't seen in a lot of comedians.
Like raunchy or
She
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um,
He's yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't get through it.
Or
I'd probably try again just to see. Okay, now I know kind of what I'm getting myself into, to see if I could get through it. But yeah, his jokes, get it.
or like Robin
My
Williams.
point of view-
Like
my
Robin.
point of view is like this. So you say that women have to give some leeway for the workplace to evolve. Okay, I can see that to a degree. The other part is, why can't men change the way that they, not saying like all men doing this, not saying that it's a select group. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that why can't we evolve our thinking to not sexually harass somebody for, commenting on a girl's ass that works in your workplace of work? Like, you don't have to make a comment like that. Why do you?
Because you have to. But okay, so some of it is involuntary, right? Like your mind filter. Sometimes you don't always have that. And sometimes you got to snap into a situation. Like, it's happened to me numerous times. It's probably happened to Alan. It's like it's just what comes across your mind, right? Like, you see a good looking woman walk by. Am I just supposed to look down? You know what I mean? It's like natural and involuntary. You just look and appreciate, right? And so I know it's a really bad joke and it probably doesn't go all this, but like at one of our jokes, right? So I've made it an effort for people to not make fun of people for other things, but to compliment people. And some people don't take compliments well, so it makes it funnier, right? So, like, we have one guy that we work with, and everybody would always pick on him because he's really quiet, really, to himself guy. So I started saying that he has the biggest manhood that of anybody there, right? It was a joke, just like hyping him up, right? And so now that's a running joke that if he walks in, he even has a nickname now. So it's like, why sexually harass when you can sexually compliment?
We're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one.
I think a lot of it's going to depend on the type of workplace you're in and the relationship you have with your coworkers. There's, times and places for things.
And I think a lot of those standards have been set. Like with some of the issues with Cuomo is his physicality that a lot of people don't like. And even the video that he showed is him, the old Sicilian mobster, like, kiss him on the cheek, give him a big hug. Like in their generation, that was acceptable. Like that was good.
Even culturally, it's
And
acceptable.
culturally,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
But the rules that have been established with all the sexual harassment stuff is that you can't physically touch somebody, even if you give them a hug without permission, right? Like that's a rule that you should just believe in. And to me, I think that's where some of his issue is. And really, the whole issue with Cuomo should be that he killed 15,000 people, right? Like nobody talks about that, but the reason he's going down is these sexual harassments, which
I
like I'm
mean,
glad he's getting some justice, but it's not the
well,
right justice.
it's not over yet. And I don't know what you mean by right justice, but criminal charges can still be brought against him, and they are reviewing it for the way he mishandled the pandemic. And I think that it will come. It will be something that's just stacked on to right now. It's like it's not a criminal charge; it's a civil charge. But that's the sexual harassment stuff. But the actual mishandling of his abuse and power, he could have criminal charges brought upon him. So something else to look into the next couple of months. We'll know more after the impeachment hearings start, if he doesn't resign.
If
Would be good.
I hope he resigns.
But that if that would be really good is if we can get our hands on some of these damn video cards.
Dude, fucking
finally.
Like honestly, it's been a fucking nightmare the past year and a half. We've had past 2 years actually. We've had 2 solid video card upgrade releases, and it's been a nightmare trying to get a hold of them. Like I'm on 4 different Discords tracking stock for Best Buy, Micro Center, and God knows any other store that's carrying them. But AMD did finally decide to implement a waitlist on their website so you can buy it directly from them. So far, there haven't been any bad things. It's still up. There's still people queued. Right now, wait times are about 30 minutes, depending on if they have stock or not at their website, at their facilities. And, with Sony already obtaining the microprocessors that they need, I feel that AMD is getting to that point too. So, we're going to have a lot of people spending regular amounts of money for a fucking video card for once, instead of like $1,000 up price.
So AMD, where do they source their stuff from? Do they get it from Taiwan or West Taiwan?
Taiwan. Yeah,
Did you say West Taiwan?
If you don't mind me asking, what is West Taiwan?
It's that huge, big piece of land west of
China?
Taiwan.
Oh, you mean the one south of Russia? Yes, the one with the wall. Yeah. They source all of their supplies from Taiwan. As a matter of fact, some of the microprocessors are made, some of the major components for the video cards are made there. I think a lot of the production's done over there too, and then they just bring it over to the United States for finalization and programming and everything else. But
Well, a lot of that comes back to like what we talked about a couple, like the Freedom Phone, right? Like it's
Mhm.
so hard to get these parts because they can only make them pretty much in Taiwan.
Like I said before, the technology's been lost there, and to get it over here, it's gonna be thousands upon millions of dollars.
I think it's estimated at $10 billion to build what they need here just for
Yeah.
one factory.
Yeah, and you know what? That sounds about right. But I mean,
you say we got a silicone shortage, right? Just drop them in Nevada,
yeah.
right?
What's up, Ryzen? Welcome in.
Like if you just build a microprocessor facility in Nevada or something, you got silicon everywhere around you.
Why is like some rich guy like Bezos or Musk or Branson trying to get this started here? Like I feel like
well, so I can tell you, I was actually watching some videos on Musk this morning, of, like why Tesla isn't doing it, and that's because they're putting all their money into giga press. So they can pretty much press a whole car like chassis at one shot. It's insane.
That sounds fucking badass. I figured they were too busy stroking their dicks up in not space.
Nah,
oh, no, we got a couple of legends up here in the chat. We got Ryzen, we got Bill, we got Iron. Hello guys, welcome.
Bill.
What up, Iron? What up, Bill?
What's
Ryzen? Everybody coming in all at once.
Oh, love you too, Iron. Oh, my back just popped.
So, guys, we're talking about how AMD is instituting a waitlist for their video cards.
So, like I said earlier, people haven't been complaining about the wait times because they're virtually like no more than 25 minutes. At launch, like there was no issues, and when everyone finally started reporting on it, it was a week later. Secondly, there are no reports right now of out of stock issues. It just depends on, you know, when you visit. But the good thing is that every Thursday everything is stocked. There's no issues with the websites, nothing, and it runs smoothly. So I wonder what they had to do to get it to go, like to work. And I wonder like how long it'll last, because AMD has not made any announcements about this. They just threw it in the air and see what would catch.
We got a little Sailor Jerry's going on there.
Damn it. I gotta figure out how to see my next portion. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
I got this.
So good.
I got this.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, no one's complaining. It's great.
You love me long time. Oh,
cheater,
so
pumpkin
horny.
eater.
Oh,
How am I cheating if I'm also still singing? Yeah.
He sound like T-Pain.
Okay. Wait, that's the wrong person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little
Just
dumb.
kidding. Yeah. Well, I mean, no one's
my
complained.
child.
And the only people who reported on it are IGN and Tom's Hardware. Tom's Hardware is actually how I found out.
So
That's
the
really cool.
kitty, the kitty, his name is Sylvie.
Sylvie!
He's very mellow, and he just he pretty much lets you do whatever you want.
It's too legit to quit.
Too legit to quit. They thought that Sylvie was a boy, and then they're like, well, maybe they're a girl. And then took him to the vet, and he's a boy.
Damn.
It was a roller coaster.
Like 2-week roller coaster, right?
Well, that's
Yeah,
because he was a rescue. He was traumatized, so it took a while before we could get our hands on him.
Oh.
But
But
now
now
he
look
won't
at
leave
him.
us alone.
He's like, love me.
so
Hi-
intense.
He has a spot in like every room now. He's claimed.
It has not really dropped yet, Ryzen.
He's still got that baby cat voice. It hasn't gone deep yet.
But he does. If you look at him, I'm sorry, you're the one.
He's
all
very
over me.
vocal.
He is.
Oh, so
Looks like a
side note. So, side note, NJ, I was like, what? So, crazy conspiracy theorist. He's like Yoda's great grandson.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You know, I would love to believe that, but Yoda was fixed when he was pretty young.
Oh,
Oh.
Magic.
And magic.
Magic.
Well, this new movie Magic. Yoda was my beloved and late kitty. He was around for 12 years and he is missed every day. But I get to channel my love towards that little kitty over there, so it's okay.
Well, I was like puzzled, like, how is that possible? I was like, well, at one point, NJ did live like 2 miles away from my parents. So it's easy to understand how a cat over a couple generations can move 2 miles. I had the whole conspiracy planned out.
It's true.
And you ruined it all.
I'm sorry. Tinfoil hat time, not today. Yes, Bill knows Yoda. You met him.
Oh my god, Ryzen. Balls you snipped, fixed it was.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah,
What?
so back to video cards.
Yeah, no. Before we got
Severely sidetracked.
there you go.
No, see, Bill has it right. He lived with Yoda. Like, it was
Yoda
Yoda's
did it.
house.
Yoda did
Ryzen cut off his force.
it. Where were you at the start of the episode, Ryzen? I told a quality dad joke and it got dark really fast.
Yeah, it did. There were curds everywhere.
Pours drink on the ground for Yoda. For Yoda.
Just kidding. No, that's over my keyboard.
So how can we get on this wait list for AMD?
So you go to their website to shop for video cards and immediately you're put into a wait list. And it tells you how many people are on the wait list, and you're still able to browse the fucking store to see whether or not they have the video card you want. So you're not stuck waiting around like, well shit, do they have what I'm gonna have, what I want or not? No, they're gonna tell you immediately. So that if you go looking in the store and you're like, oh, they don't have the video card I want, it's easy to just leave the waiting list and that's it. They made it stupidly simple. Although I do worry if scalpers are gonna try to buy out the stock, but I'm pretty certain they're all screwed at this point. Like last,
I think they have safeguards in place.
yeah.
Again, how could they not figured out by now how to slow down a scalper?
I mean, the only way to do it is address, payment, and phone number, which you have to give all three when you make a purchase.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, this guy's bought 500 of these this year.
Cancel order.
Wonder.
So there are limitations as to how many video cards you can buy. So you can't like buy 5. You can only buy like 1 at a time. There are limitations, and it's based off of which one you're picking.
So have y'all ever seen that meme where it's like, one of my Twitch subs bought me all of these video cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody was like, really? He just paid all that to be called one of your Twitch subs? So, Twitch subs, I'll take all the video cards you want to give me.
Crazy will call you daddy.
Shout out.
Yeah. Crazy will call you daddy name. So like, for example.
It's Poppy. Oh, Poppy. Oh.
Poppy Ryzen.
It's
Ew. Don't do that.
Sorry, Ryzen.
You deserve a bonk for that.
Wow.
I'll never forget the day I said that to one of my friends. I was like, I bet you're gonna hook up with that chick and she calls you Poppy. and it happened, and he's just like, I had to stop. I couldn't stop thinking. I started thinking about you, and the magic was gone.
No, Ryzen, not you. It was crazy saying it like that. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, Poppy.
Gross.
Another just ruined NJ and Alan's special time.
No, but can we get another one? Anyway, so video cards.
Hey, this is the quality content everyone comes here for, okay?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. So
that's all we have to offer.
So Poppy AMD is finally giving us what we want. Honestly, I'm gonna save up a little money and get NJ the video card that she needs, and then build everything else around it. It's gonna be great.
I thought she had everything but the memory or the video card.
Nah.
Why does this story keep changing?
It's the CPU and the video card.
Oh, well, what kind of CPU did you want?
I was gonna get a Ryzen 7. Either Ryzen 5 or Ryzen 7.
Hey, Ryzen, can you send us a nice 7, maybe a 9?
The number 7.
Quit exploiting our followers.
Yeah.
Hey, for 100 subs,
there it is.
We'll have
NJ.
a nip slip on Twitter. It's all good.
A nip slip on Twitter.
Oops.
It'll be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna bring in the money.
That's how we're starting our only dads, our only fans. Sorry.
Well, they don't allow lewd content anymore, so no nip slips.
It's Fasha?
Subscribe star.
Okay, Ethan, would you prefer Fasha or Vader?
Ew.
Faja.
Fasha. Fasha crazy and Poppy Peach are gonna treat you right.
Oh my god. Moving on. Woody Harrelson, let's go.
We should be calling Poppy
Wow.
Woody Harrelson.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
okay. So
There is no more beard.
oh my god. Have y'all seen the new Carnage trailer? Or
Yes.
Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Venom.
I saw a clip where it was whoever acted for Brock Turner. We are Venom, and then I am Carnage. That was all I got.
Scene from the trailer is that Woody Harrelson is going to be basically Carnage to Tom Hardy's Venom. And when I first started watching the trailer, I was like, okay, I remember Woody Harrelson playing a bad guy, but I don't remember him in Venom because I literally had just watched it twice on a plane. And then that's when Crazy had reminded me that he had been in the end credit scene. And so I was like, oh yeah. So I went to go look him up on IMDb, and I started looking through his trivia. So y'all in the chat, pull up the IMDb for Woody Harrelson and go read through his trivia because it is awesome. This dude is well-rounded. He has lived, and that is just what we see on the trivia. So we don't even know probably half of the things that he's really done, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a cowboy.
Yeah,
Maybe.
him, me, and Johnny Hopkins used to hang out behind school all the time.
Oh yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, we blaze it 24/7.
Jeez.
Apparently he did because he got arrested a couple of times.
Yeah, no, that was like next to his trivia.
Was arrested in Columbus in June of '83, charged with disorderly conduct.
Wow.
He was dancing in the street, halting traffic. He then later jumped out of a moving police van, laughing maniacally, and finally punched one of the two arresting officers to the ground.
Yeah,
man.
That one deserves
Wow.
That's awesome. It's really impressive. And then I read another one on your fact sheet about Woody Harrelson that he planted marijuana seeds in his defense against the state was like, well, you don't make it clear between hemp and marijuana.
He got it dismissed.
Guys, He's good friends with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and he's a close friend of Michael J. Fox.
This was the
Knew he was
funniest
cool.
thing that I thought whenever I was reading his trivia is how many times it mentions he was good friends with Red Hot Chili Peppers, friend of Owen Wilson, close friend of Michael J. Fox, big fan of Bill Murray, who appeared in Zombieland as a favor to Woody.
Mm-hmm.
He has a song that is named after him. I'm trying to find.
I
which
Only
one
Want to
that
Be
was.
With You by the Hootie and Blowfish.
Really?
No, it's actually Hootie and the Blowfish, but this is the song Woody, and it's about him.
Was it Hootie and the Blowfish? Okay.
Yeah.
He also maintains a residence on Hana in Maui, and his neighbors include Chris Christopherson and Willie Nelson. The three have been known to play poker together.
That's so cool. What a life. What a life
He-
to have lived.
He's even an activist. He climbed the Golden Gate Bridge and put up a sign that read, "Hurwitz, aren't ancient redwoods more precious than gold?" in protest of the Maxim Pacific Lumber CEO, Charles Hurwitz, who once stated, "He who has the gold makes the rules."
Dang.
There's a video that he made of like a PSA, but like where he goes over everything he's an activist for. And you watch it and you're just like, I'm gonna go live in a bubble all by myself. No.
Do you guys want to hear something really gangster about him though? That I found at the very bottom of his trivia page?
He stabbed Willie.
No, he was sued by MGM for dropping out of playing the brother in Benny and June when he was offered Indecent Proposal. He was like, fuck this. I want this one.
Wholesome.
That's
He refers to his daughters as the Goddess Trilogy.
Aww.
Aww.
He also owns an oxygen bar in West Hollywood, California. And then one of the biggest things that really stood out to me was his father. And what his father is known for, which was, so his father was a hitman for the mafia. And his father was arrested in 1979 for killing federal judge John H. Wood Jr. here in San Antonio, Texas.
I'm
I wanna
surprised
know more
SCPD caught him.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing with his father being caught, I'm trying to find it because I don't know where it went. So, with his father having ties to the mafia, he told police, but it's never been confirmed. Jesus Christ, where is it? Oh my God. But it was never confirmed that his father was involved with the assassination of John F. Kennedy.
Oh shit.
Nah, that was CIA.
Oh no.
And to answer your question, Ryzen, Adam Driver. I've never seen a role that I didn't like him in.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
But another one that's really off the wall, and it's because Puzzled make me watch Twilight or whatever. But Robert Pattinson. I think Twilight is his worst role ever, and it's not his worst. Like, it's not a bad. He doesn't do a bad job.
He does the best with what he's given.
I have to
The
agree with
shitty
that.
story he has to do.
Yeah.
What else has he been in? I don't think I've ever seen him in anything else.
The one that
Devil
locked
in
me
Me.
in is The Devil Inside, or The Devil Within Me, or whatever.
Yeah, the one on Netflix
Tom
with Tom Holland.
Yeah.
It's
His
on
role
Netflix.
is just amazing. Like, that was probably the closest to an Oscar role he's ever done.
I need to watch that movie. It's been on my list forever.
It's so worth it. Oh, worth it. Yeah, I've never realized how much I like Woody Harrelson until like the last couple of years, especially with Zombieland. I want to say I was introduced to him through Kingpin. What about
That
you
would have been
guys?
one.
What would have been the first movie with Woody Harrelson that you remember?
Reservoir isn't he in Reservoir Dogs? Or is it the other one?
No.
He did one of the early ones.
Hold on.
The only one that I can remember immediately off the top of my head is Zombieland.
But the one that sold it was Good Luck Chuck.
Good luck, Jack.
Who was he? Fuck.
He was his gay best friend or gay boss or whatever.
The Natural Born Killers was my first Woody Harrelson movie.
There you go.
Oh shit, he was in Anger Management.
And he was in Cheers. One of
He
the
was.
Mhm. I think I want to say he was the only one nominated for
White Man
Academy
Can't
Award,
Jump.
Yeah. That was a great movie.
and he was named the sexiest man alive in 1990. Get it, Woody.
Oh shit, he was in Freebirds. I'm like looking at all his movies. Man, I thought he
It's
was in
crazy when
Indecent
you start
Proposal.
to.
Mhm.
He was in Austin Powers.
No, you know
Mhm.
what? I think I want to say that I may have seen him in Indecent Proposals when I was like 17, maybe.
But he always did the pop up, guest role. Like he was never above that.
He doesn't seem like the type to be like that.
Yeah, the one that definitely sold it for me was Zombieland. I liked his acting in it.
So
Awesome. I did not know any of this about Woody Harrelson, and I have such like an immense I already had respect for him, but now it's just like that much more.
I want to say like Hunger Games and the Now You See Me series. Those are probably my two favorite series with him in it. Mostly just because I love Now You See Me.
Oh, that's a good one, Ryzen, Mr. Depp.
Early Johnny Depp. I saw. Oh my gosh. Okay, we talked about Twilight. I saw this TikTok that said if Twilight could be remade with any actor at any point in their life, Edward as young Johnny Depp, and I was like, yes, that would have been.
Yeah, when he was 21 Jump Street, Johnny Depp, perfect.
Yes, like Crybaby Johnny Depp.
Bit of appreciation for Woody Harrelson, especially in honor of the movie coming out, which I'm
can't
super
wait.
excited about.
Yeah, I can't wait. I think if anyone could nail that role, it would be him. It's like the Joker, right? Why it's such an intense role to get into that mental psyche. Like Carnage is just a whole nother level.
Yeah, he's
Like,
he's
he's
on a
true
much
to his
higher.
name.
Yeah, he's on a much higher chaotic level than Venom.
Be good.
Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch Venom. Shit.
We have so much stuff to watch. We have to watch The Bad Batch,
Mhm.
which
See,
we're probably
Raisin, I think Joe Rogan has become more handsome as he gotten older.
Ooh.
But just to touch back on what we were talking about earlier, we could not sit on the internet and talk about a female actress like this. People would get all pissy.
Yes, we can. You want to
Yeah, we
pick one?
can.
We can do that too.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting that hate no.
I mean, like Jennifer Lopez, like even at her age, gosh, like she's just proving that, if you too are a millionaire, you could look like Jennifer Lopez.
Oh my god, Martha Stewart is 80 and looks like she's 60.
Dude,
Oh.
she
Fucking
looks
how?
so good.
Fucking
She's such a
how?
gangster.
Peach would tap that.
That's Ryzen.
I mean, if we all had a gilf, like Martha wouldn't be my last choice.
Yeah.
With
Like-
consent, of course.
Yeah.
So do you think that, Snoop Dogg got some Betty? You know what I mean? Or was it
Rachel,
I don't
Becky?
right?
know.
Yeah, some Becky from Martha Stewart.
No, I do think that they blazed it though, and
Yeah.
I bet that was a really fun
Have you not seen their commercial for the reach lighters?
Yes,
No.
those are so good.
I
I
bought
love their
one.
potluck.
I bought one before it is, and I was like, "Hey, this is great! Like, you don't burn your hand when you light candles or anything."
That's fucking
And then they
great.
did that commercial. I'm like, "Oh my god, they would!"
Wow.
See, what
Rachel
they
Ray
need to
over
do
Martha. Yeah.
is, have y'all heard of cameos?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can message if a actor, actress, author, whatever has signed up for a cameo, then you can actually go in there and request anywhere from like a 2 to 5 minute video or meeting with them or something like that.
Mhm.
What they should set up is something like that, but in person, and you could have a smoke session with Martha and Snoop.
That's pretty cool.
That's what they need to start doing. Smoke sessions with people.
So
Mm.
like Comic-Con meet and greets, but it's like a token
Token hang.
A
Spoke.
token.
Token hang.
Spoke?
A token pick. That's it.
Holy shit, Mick Foley's on here.
But to
That's
bring it
cool.
back to what NJ was bringing up, the Bad Batch.
The Bad Batch.
So who's caught up on the Bad Batch? Raise your hand.
Didn't even know what it was until yesterday. Fill me in. Tell me everything.
I've watched bits and pieces of it while he's been watching it, and it's good. I don't know a lot about Star Wars, so the majority of the show is just him telling me what the heck's going on.
Does he pause it and explain a
No.
whole backstory?
No, I wish he would.
No, that would take too long.
At least pause it while you're explaining something.
That's like
'cause I
every
can't
episode.
focus on both.
Yeah.
I'm either reading the subtitles or I'm listening to you. Pick one.
So the Bad Batch is also called Clone Force 99, right? And it's a group of clones who were genetically engineered to be the best of the specific aspects of the original donor. So one named Hunter is really good at hunting down things and discovering and tracking. You have Tech, who's really good at the tech stuff, right? So the whole thing. And so this takes place after the fall of the Republic, right? So this is that transition period that everyone's been curious about, that between episode 3 and episode 4, right? How did the clones get phased out in a way? So this deals with all of that. And so long, not to have to tell the whole arc of the story, but Clone Force 99, shit's going real. Order 66 comes across, right? Well, because of their genetic modifications, they're able to resist it. And so they see everybody freaking out and doing all this crazy shit around them. And they're like, why are you shooting the Jedi? Blah, blah, blah. And all the other troopers will say is, good soldiers follow orders. And it's like a repeat. It's their moniker, right? And
Mhm.
so they're going through all this. They escape from Camino. And when they escape, they have a tag along. Well, it is a young female clone of the man himself. Right? So no.
Porg?
Who?
Jango Fett.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I just wanted to make sure. Keep on me on track.
Yeah. So there's two unaltered clones of Jango Fett. One's Boba Fett and one's Omega. But the only difference is she's female, Boba's a male, right?
Hmm.
So she is a female Boba. Like everything Boba has, all his heightened senses, all just everything about him, she also has. So it's pretty cool to watch her as a young child tagging along with Clone Force 99 and keeping up. And so far they've been hiding from the Republic or the Empire. The Empire's taken hold of the galaxy, and you just get to see the building and the implementation of the empire, and it's kind of cool. I mean, they brought back Rex and a few of the other big, clones that people have special places in their heart for. And so the whole lead up of this series is that it's going to actually lead into the storyline that Disney wants to tell, or Lucasfilm wants to tell, where the Disney storyline is kind of being pushed aside and thrown away.
Because it's not canon. right?
It hasn't been made official because Kathleen Kennedy is still technically in charge.
Fuck Kathleen
But
Kennedy.
yeah, as soon as Kathleen Kennedy is no longer in charge, then yes, the rumor is that Disney Star Wars is going to be put into the Legends category. And it's all a
And
what if.
That is a big fuck you to Kathleen Kennedy. I like it.
just thinking that, I was like, can you imagine fucking up so bad that they just recon everything that you had your hand on? Like, that's
So
awful.
so the Bad Batch and like the Mandalorian, right? These were all made by Dave Filoni, who is George Lucas's Padawan, right?
Mhm. Yeah, he was
And
there in the early days, right?
yeah, he's one of the only people involved with Star Wars who actually has spent considerable amount of time at Skywalker Ranch. So, and it actually leaked out that in one of their meetings, George actually told Dave Filoni, "I'm extremely sorry that I burdened you with that woman."
Ouch.
God damn.
Because
Well,
there was nothing
she
anyone could
angered him.
do.
Yeah.
With y'all's permission.
Wow.
Just- Jesus.
Oh, Kathleen.
But definitely, the Bad Batch is worth watching. If you enjoy the Clone Wars,
Mhm.
you're gonna enjoy this. I mean, it does a lot better than Rebels. Rebels was kind of a subpar follow up, but the Bad Batch really picks up the mantle where the Clone Wars left off.
Okay. That's good. I remember when I was still binging Clone Wars back when Rebels came out, and I just didn't see any interest in Rebels. But tell us about the Bad Batch. How does the season go?
Uh, well, they're coming to the season finale, so it's coming up quick. Uh, they go through their adventures and their missions, right? Just kind of like Clone Wars played out.
Mhm.
But you have your overarching arc, and the arc of season one was the end of the Republic. Like, so the last episode ended with the Empire coming in and leveling Camino to the ground. It's completely destroyed. It's all gone. There will
Okay.
never be another clone off the planet Camino.
That makes sense. I mean,
Does this happen before or after Mandalorian?
Okay, so
After.
this is before. So the timeline's gonna go episode 3 of the movie, the Bad Batch, episode 4 of the movie, episode 5, episode 6, then the Mandalorian.
okay. I
I
never.
like when we put it in a timeline because it makes me understand the story better, like where it's heading.
Wait,
Yeah.
you said episode 3?
Mm-hmm. Revenge of the Sith, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like Revenge of the Sith ends with Order 66 and Anakin kills all the Jedi at the palace and all that. This
Okay.
so in movie 3, when it comes up on the everybody's communication device and they say execute Order 66,
Okay. I got you.
this starts in the middle of that.
Okay.
Honestly, it's It's definitely different, and it feels like very Star Warsy of them to do. And I know I haven't seen the Bad Batch, but I know I'm gonna go back and watch it starting tonight, maybe, or tomorrow, so that we could talk about the season finale.
Yeah, because I think there's 3 more episodes, so it's coming up. They're doing a weekly launch, so I think it's episode. I want to say there's 20 episodes, and they're on episode 17. So
God damn. Okay. Shit, I have
How
a
like
lot to
are they
catch up
like
on.
30 minutes or like an hour?
yeah, they're less than an hour. They're a little rangy, but but by the episode, but around that 35, 40 minute mark.
A good healthy episode.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's the same animation and everything as Clone Wars. So
Really?
like how Rebels changed the animation style. Nah,
Mhm.
this is exactly the same character models, everything.
That was the one thing that really pissed me off about Rebels is that they changed everything about the animation.
And one of the funny things that's happening, right?
Mhm.
So in Rebels, you had Rex and Gregor and Wolf, right?
Mhm.
And Joran comes across them and blah blah blah. Well, in the Bad Batch season 1, they actually show them rescuing Rex and getting him out. The Bad Batch Rex rescues Gregor, gets him out. They haven't introduced Wolf yet, but suppose the way they've been leading that they should rescue Wolf, get him out. And like that's been what they're doing. They've been rescuing these trap clones who don't want to follow Order 66 and kind of get them away. And it's actually been kind of interesting. Like they've shown some of them have gone and had families and made whole lives outside of the Clone War.
Yeah, like in oh my god, I can't remember what series it was, but we actually get a look at one of the clones who defected. Maybe that was Clone War. Like the clone had a full family with this different raced alien.
Mhm.
Hey Spartan.
Spartan, what's up?
Yeah, no, it's really been interesting, and it's really like scratched your little Star Wars itch that if you had one, and it does give hope for that this story is going to actually be a story and not just some propaganda piece. I mean, because say what you want about 7, 8, and 9,
Mhm.
but what really sets it apart was the lightsaber fights, right? 789 was a joke. The Padawans that Anakin struck down at the end of episode 3 put up a better fight than Rey and Kylo combined.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that was the biggest slap in the face. Christopher Lee would be ashamed.
Telling me about like Christopher Lee and like how he's like a master swordsman. And I've been looking at like videos of his like technique and it's so beautiful. And like, apparently he's like the like one of the last like professional master swordsmen on the earth, which is crazy.
He was directly related to Charlemagne.
Yeah.
Cool.
I always forget that little tidbit.
He was also friends with George R. Martin. Not George R. Martin. No, J.K. Tolkien.
Yeah. J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah, there you go. I get all flipped up. There's too many names in my head at one time. But
I got
Tolkien.
you. I got you.
Christopher Lee's been in so many amazing movies, but my favorite scene ever is when he is Saruman and he's like talking shit to Gandalf when Gandalf and Lady Galadriel in The Hobbit are like speaking through their minds, and you just hear Christopher Lee in the background say, it's like you're not even listening to me for all it's worth. It's like my favorite scene.
The amount of attention you're giving me, it's like you're not even listening. Something
Yeah.
along those lines. Yeah. It was a
Yes.
great roast. I loved him as Count Dooku. Like, he portrayed Dooku like it was written for him. Like I don't think any other actor could have done that justice.
Samuel L. Jackson.
As Count Dooku?
Yeah, no. But it would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I would have I understand what they did with Mace because Mace Windu walks the line, right? Like
Mhm.
he dabbles in the dark side, but he uses it for the light side, so he gets away with it, right?
Mhm.
But I would have loved to see him just as a full blown Sith, like devouring a planet or something.
Yeah. I can already hear him saying, "You dare, motherfucker," and just strike someone down.
Oh, if only.
So what are we doing this week? Crazy?
Well, we got to continue to make the Minecraft server more hospitable to Scary.
Who chopped down his tree the first chance he got.
I told him not to chop.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Really did a lot and got the base of it set up. So Crazy and I went in Sunday morning and boom, it exploded a little bit. There's a lot of deaths. A lot of deaths.
I remember watching. You gotta light that platform up.
Dude.
Well,
no.
why don't you go make some torches? How about that?
Okay. I'll log in right now.
We,
But you can't anything that we put in you got to start all fresh on your own.
Right. No.
Did he create the server?
Man.
Having the bed in
rules.
there has made a world of difference because the creepers and mobs, they usually come at night. So we're able to just skip that entirely.
Yeah.
The only sucky part is I built a little house and creepers are spawning in my bedroom. I don't like it.
You gotta light the place up.
Some.
I'll set it on fire when we get back. We'll see what happens.
Please don't.
Isn't
Our
all of
Pete-
your platform
But Pete
made out of
said you
wood?
got to light this place up.
Oh my goodness.
With torches. If you take wood, just regular wood, and put it in a furnace, it'll create charcoal. You can use charcoal to make torches.
Excuse me.
You know how hard it was to make a furnace.
Yeah, I know. I've played Sky Factory 3
rarely
and Sky Factory
spent-
4.
9 hours just to make a smeltery.
Really intense.
I believe it. 100% I believe it. So I'm excited for this Wednesday. What are you ladies doing on Thursday?
I will not be streaming Thursday.
Ba, ba,
Time-
ba.
I have not I'm not set to stream on Thursday because I've got some IRL life changes happening behind the scenes. So if I am available to stream, I will definitely be in there, even if it's like maybe 30 to 45 minutes later than my normal time. Until then, I'll be back Sunday.
What are y'all doing Saturday?
I guess be in your campaign. I think is it Saturday? What time is it
Yeah.
again?
I think it's 10 a.m. I have to check.
Yeah,
Jesus
it's at 10.
Christ.
Yeah, I did see you posted a link.
Cool.
I figured get an early start so we don't kill all of Saturday.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Ooh.
I got
Sweet.
like 4 more items to figure out and then we're good to go. But they're minor. It's like
Are you
how do
excited?
how do I playlist in game? Like you can make in-game playlists. So, and I have it set to like you would automatically like trip music. I've downloaded, so I've installed over 120 modules into this game.
Jesus.
And you know what each one does?
Pretty much. Some do big things, some do little things.
That's what she said.
But some are really cool features that I hope catch on and everybody else enjoys them. Puzzle saw one of them earlier and she really liked it. So I got a module for a heads-up display. So your prepared spells and weapons are just pretty much on a heads-up display. So you just say, attack, go, bam. And it like automates it.
That's pretty cool.
Also, one thing I'm working on right now is the animated attacks. So like if you use magic, like use magic missiles, it should launch like 3 missiles on screen at the target.
Cool.
So, well, that's fun. Let's wrap it up.
All right, thanks for being here, guys. Here's our shout out for the producer of the week.
Let's go.
I had to. Who are we rating, guys?
We want Ray Lost Fables.
All right, bet. Guys, make sure to show Lost Fables some love. I think we have a raid now, right? Hold on. Where's the thing? Oh, no, we don't have one yet. Make sure to use this when you're raiding. Y'all have a good night.